Okay, let's start in a savasana type position. You can spread out and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And let the weight of your body just drop back into the floor. Notice the movement created by your breathing, and as you deepen your breath, feel that expanding of the rib cage as you inhale, and releasing back a little bit more as you exhale. And anytime you notice that your mind has wandered or you're overthinking or checked out, just as soon as you notice, see if you can come back and feel where your body is right now, tuning into the sensation you can feel, the movement that's here, your breathing. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out really long through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes, and then interlace your fingers and press out through your palms. Flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, releasing deep into your hip crease. You might even give a little jiggle, encouraging, letting go. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then release. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the left leg, holding where it makes sense for you, and feeling what's actually here. Let's bend the knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder release away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, and the fingers and toes can reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just your left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in. Straighten this leg up and then flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, And then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, reaching long. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, again, a circle or rock. Let's drop the feet to the floor. We'll get set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. And then we're going to cross the right leg on top of the left, like eagle, shins parallel to the floor and ceiling. Interlace fingers behind your head. And then lift the head and chest up. So this is pretty much it. We'll just add a very small movement. Each time you exhale, squeeze the legs together and up. As you inhale, release that squeeze. So it's very subtle but intense. Belly pulling in the whole time. Just a little squeeze together and up with each exhale. The shoulders off the floor the whole time. Let's take two more. Last one. And then release down. Place your hands at the front of the right thigh and then push your hands into your legs and push your legs into your hands. You're matching your own resistance. Knees are trying to push to your chest and your hands are pressing them away. Keep the belly pulling in. See if you can press a little bit more. Last couple seconds. And release. Unwind and switch. Other leg on top. Shins parallel to the floor. Interlace fingers behind the head, maybe the other thumb on top this time. Lift the head and chest up. And then squeeze legs together and up. Just a very tiny movement. Whole time belly pulling in. Whole time head off the floor. Whole time face relaxed. Let's take one more. Release down. Place your hands at the front of the left thigh. Push your hands into your legs. Push your legs into your hands. Breathing. Keeping face relaxed, shoulders relaxed, belly pulling in. And then release. Unwind. Drop your feet to the floor and then we'll just take some simple lift and lowers with the head. Interlace fingers behind the head again. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Let's take two more. Last one. And release. Send both legs up to the ceiling. We're going to outwardly rotate the legs and then bring one leg in front of the other and then switch back and forth quickly as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. So legs are straight, strong, active. When it gets difficult to keep the lower back on the floor, head back up and we'll continue. Quick switches, slow, lower, and lift. Breath deep. Let's do one more, lower and lift. And then release. Knees in, a little rock or circle. You can open the knees a little, releasing inner legs. And then roll your way up. Let's bring feet to the floor. We'll shift hands to the floor in front of the feet and then take a little rock front to back. As you rock your weight forward, getting a stretch through the toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. Drop the heels, lift the hips, and come to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Can bend your knees a little or a lot. Any arm position here, any movement, if you want to take a sway or shake out. We'll plant the hands on the floor near the front of the mat and step back, come into a high push-up position. Feeling the strength of your core lifting you up. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, and then come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. Maybe a little movement, just exploring how is this now. And then back to down dog, hips high. And take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet or shift your hips side to side, any movement. As you settle into the pose, check on the places you know to check in on, the details you've learned. And then drop your knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Letting go. And just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold, let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths in down dog or child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape, feeling where you are. Last deep breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, take it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now bring it right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, settle in, feel your feet into the floor. Let's grab the left wrist, take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, lift the chest. Last breath here. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Feel free to grab blocks if you have them, or props, or bend your bottom leg, or both. Reach that back leg straight, long, high, but try and keep hips square. Roll the left hip down. Can you do this? And relax your face. Feel the weight of your head hanging, releasing. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Engaging what's useful. Letting go what's not needed here. One more breath. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Taking the time you need. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the right wrist, take it across. Come over to the other side, grab your left wrist. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Square off your hips. Stretch that right leg as long as you can and keep going. What's possible? Can you keep relaxing? Head, neck, face. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Deep bend. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether it's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. If it's useful, close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. If you need more support, you might bend your elbow. Really reach through the fingers. Let's reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing, other side. Big reach, like a yawn. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels. You might come all the way up. Shoulders dropping, face relaxed, even as you might be wobbling or falling. And then begin to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Could be the upper legs, could be lower. Last couple seconds. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. And then bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low. Last breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Let's come into warrior three, shift forward and find your balance, and you're welcome to modify or adjust how you need to. Choose your arm position. Choose the outer shape that works for your body, and then within this shape, how much can you feel? Last breath here. Step back, warrior one, just one breath. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. Same thing, other side. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through a vinyasa or some movement transition. And again, settle into a good rest. Letting go of everything we've just done, everything we might do. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, 1 breath. Come in and step right back to warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2. And then take your time settling in. Feel your footing, grounding down. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Big side stretch. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. One more breath here. Release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, 1 breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Feel your breath move through this shape. Can it be even more dynamic, even more at ease? Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. And then straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath. Release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into any neutral shape. More important than the shape, coming back to presence. Coming back to a feeling of surrender. Just letting what's here be here. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Get it as far over as you can. Work the palms towards the center of the chest, opening through the top shoulder. Let's come back to center, hips low, arms high, inhale. Same thing other side. Take your time getting your elbow over and then work the palms towards the center of the chest, lengthening your spine as you do so, looking for space. Last breath here. Back to center, hips low, arms high, inhale. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace fingers. Lift the chest and then fold forward, wrapping arms overhead. And you can separate your feet, hip width apart or wider. Let the weight of your arms fall away from you. The weight of your head fall away. Let's release the arms down. Lower the hips, come into a squat, malasana. You're welcome to turn your toes out, widen your stance, use props if you need them. We're going to open up the knees using the elbows. Roll the shoulders back and down so the chest is open. Nice long neck. And we'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw your pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Now engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that to the top, getting a sense of the full length of your spine, your torso. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold, feet back to parallel. Any arm position you like here. You might give your own neck and shoulders a little squeeze or take a handful of your hair and pull your head towards the floor. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If you want to get a crow pose in first on your way, you are welcome to do that. You can also just step back or take a regular vinyasa to get back or move in some other way. Just feeling whatever you're choosing to do. Eventually, finding your way to down dog. Slowing down your breath. Just taking one thing at a time. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Let's come into warrior three, and from here, shift forward and up into a balance. Bring your left knee to your chest. You can take the other arm out or at your hip. And you can stay holding the knee or grab your big toe with the first two finger and thumb, straightening part way or all the way. Open your leg out to the left, just at a slight angle, so your hips and chest are still square to your front. And then bring it back to the front, getting set up for a twist. Opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. Roll open through the left shoulder, extend back through the left arm. Let's gaze to the front, release with the front hand, catch with the back hand. King Dancer, Natarajasana. Last balance on this side. Lifting up through fingers, toes, head, chest, everything going up. And then a big step back. High lunge. Make your way back to down dog. If you want to take a few handstand swings, you are welcome. You can do as many or few as you like, including none. Eventually, making your way back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Rise up to standing. Bring your right knee to your chest. Get steady here. If you did so on the other side, you might grab your big toe with the first two finger and thumb. Open your leg out to the right, just at a slight angle, whether you're holding your knee or big toe. Bring it back to the front, opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot, rolling open, working with your body. You don't need to be able to do things you can't do. Let's release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, King Dancer, Nacharajasana. Kick your foot into your hand, opening up the shoulder, chest. And then release, step back, high lunge, take a moment. Make your way back to down dog. If you want to take a few handstand swings, you are welcome. Eventually come to some neutral shape, letting go of all of that. Coming back to ease, whatever shape helps you access ease. Let's come back through down dog and get set up for a pigeon pose on the right side. We're going to slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And then see if some support might be useful. If you need a little something, if you have something you could put under your hip or chest or forehead, feel free to do that. And continue to settle in. Scanning through your body, checking for unnecessary gripping or holding. Let's take our time, releasing, coming up. If you have something under your hip, you can slide it out of your way so that you can lean to the right, swing the left leg around to the front. From here, we'll lean over onto the left and then send the right leg back. And if that didn't get you into pigeon, find your way there, adjusting the angle of the left leg, seeing if some props are useful. Settling into the pose, feeling the sensation that's right here. Bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you do have something under your hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. This time, bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Setting up for a seated spinal twist. If this would work better with your bottom leg straight, that's also another option. Right hand to the floor behind you, helping to sit you tall. Left arm can either hug or hook. Inhale, sit even taller. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. Breath by breath. Is there any more height? Any more twist? And then release, unwind, and switch. Other leg on top, bottom leg straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you, right arm hugs or hooks. Sit tall and twist. And then every breath, a little bit more. Last breath here. Let's release, unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the knees flop one way and then the other. And kind of massage your hips into the floor. And then bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. You can grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. Elbows can push into the legs to help open them. If it works better for you, you can also lean into your hands or elbows. Let's bring the upper body back up. We'll take gate pose, Parigasana. Keep your right leg where it is. Open your left leg out to the side. Right arm comes up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow on the inside or outside of that straight leg. Reaching through the fingers, grounding through both sit bones. Keeping your torso more or less how it is now, let your head fall towards the floor, and then take that top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. Keep your head hanging as you push into the bottom hand to come up, using that hand to help lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. And then switch the legs, same thing other side. Left arm up and over, a big yawning reach. Trying to keep length on all four sides of the torso. And then let your head fall towards the floor. Take that top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. You can press into the bottom hand, come up, and then use that hand to lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Open both legs wide, Upavishta Konasana. Try and have your feet and knees point straight up. You can use your hands on the floor, behind you, or in front of you, or fold further. Finding your edge, and it will be different for different bodies. It'll change over time. So see if you can be more interested in what you're feeling rather than what it looks like. going towards length, towards folding. Seeing what is there to relax here. Even here, can you find ease? Let's walk the hands back in, lean back, draw the legs in, give a little shake out, and then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock and just check in with your body. If you were to wrap up this practice exactly how you would like, what would that be? So you might finish with a back bend, an inversion, a spinal twist, a restorative pose, really anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, you can just get spread out and comfortable in your final resting pose. If you are working through an active practice, just keep feeling what you're doing. Keep your breath deep. Take the time you need for each thing. Each time you finish something, you can again check in. What's needed now? And when nothing else is needed, you can go ahead and spread out and come into your final resting pose. While you're finishing up, I'm going to read a poem. This is called Shaking the Tree by Jean Lohman. Vine and branch, we're connected in this world of sound and echo, figure and shadow, the leaves contingent, roots pushing against earth. An apple belongs to itself, to stem and tree, to air that claims it, then ground. Connections balance, each motion changes another. Precarious, hanging together, we don't know what our lives support. And we touch in the least shift of breathing. Each holy thing is borrowed. Everything depends. So you can let your body settle back into the support underneath you. Let your body just breathe without any effort. And slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching through your arms and legs in a nice full body yawn. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.